Welcome everybody to ZOP Gaming Channel. This is Fantasy Booking AEW. I'm Tim Green. I'm one of the voices of As the Buckle Turns podcast. And today I have a different kind of show for you today. It's going to be a little more behind the scenes, and it's going to be perfect to do. It's the perfect time to do it. We just had in our last episode the end of July week 4, where we had Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page go at it, and Page beat Kenny Omega. So we're starting August week 4. We're starting August week 1. The AEW World Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament is starting off, and we have a bunch of things, so it's a perfect time to just kind of dive behind the scenes. But before we go any further, just so you know, I am fantasy booking AEW on Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. Why? Well, I'm poor. Wait, what's going on? Could it be? Is it? Oh my god! It is! It is. ZOP Gaming Fantasy Booking AEW on Total Extreme Wrestling 2016 is no more. It is ZOP Gaming Fantasy Booking AEW on TEW 2020, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I have finally gotten the newest version, the newest game of Total Extreme Wrestling. So that is why we are going to go through this version of the game. Going through the behind the scenes stuff. I just got the database up and running, and by being up and running I mean I started the game, set up, made some changes from my save game in Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, but I know there's going to be some hiccups going forward because there's such a different game. There's so much more you can do in 2020, so it's just for the next few weeks it's just going to be, oh, that I don't like that, let me go tweak the database, kind of like what I was doing in Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. It's going to be a balancing act going forward, but I'm okay with that. But that's the big news. I want you to stay tuned to the end of this video. We are going to reveal the brackets for the AEW World Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament, and also reveal when we'll actually have the next actual episode of the card of Dynamite up and everything. So, you know what? Let's get started. Roll it! Hopefully this time this will actually work, because I'm now recording my desktop through a different means. Please let this work. Please. Anyways, so as you can see, we are on the main TotalExtremeWrestling.com page. I do like this banner, this background, better than the one they had for the beta test. It was much better. I am probably going to change the screen out eventually. I'm probably going to change the skin out to something different, but for right now it works for this, but I'm not too worried about it, because I'm already annoyed that I spent a half hour recording. We're going to rush through this because I'm not happy. But, so we're going to jump right in. For those of you who actually use those bottom buttons, I don't know if I will. I kind of like coming to the screen. I know a lot of people who don't come to the screen who do fantasy booking for theirs, but I probably will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Time will tell. So we got some stuff in here we gotta jump in and quickly fix, because I had to restart a whole new game, because everything I already did in my last recording got saved, so I had to start a new game. And I do not want her to be a manager. Same with, how did that hold on. There you are. No manager. Save. Good girl. Okay. We're going to jump right into our events really quickly because I had this on the last one. I don't know if this is going to be something I keep, but it's going to drive me nuts that I don't have a season finale set. So I'm just going to set that up. Also, I'm actually going to change the date to All Out to September, not the end of August, like it belongs. But yeah, so we'll see how that works. I may change the season finale. I may not. Who knows? But I do want to go back to the news thing really quickly just to kind of look at some of these. NXT UK is looking for a booker. So is Rev Pro. Tanahashi is money. Anyone knows that, and everyone knows that. Duh. And Muscle and Fitness. Great. Oh, and Search is Becky Lynch this time. It was Mandy Rose last time. Interesting. Good to know. And also great to see that they don't have the story where can WWE be taken down? Can they be beaten? Yes, we're going to do it. And I might just do it so good that I buy them. No, I probably won't. Even if we do dethrone them, I don't know if I want to buy them. Maybe that could be an interesting offshoot, like a little side thing just to see how that changes this game if I did buy them. But you know what? Let's get to the point where we're actually on the same level as WWE. Then I can worry about that. But we will dethrone them. But yeah, I just wanted to go through those news things really quickly. But going back here, yep, the whole season finale, we'll see. I'm not too worried about that. But we're going to move into our roster. You can just kind of see it has been updated to what the current roster is because there are people like Abaddon, Anna Jay, who were not in my 2016 save because it was back in May. Even though Anna Jay was part of AEW at that point, it just never got updated because I think people just stopped caring. Not to say stop caring, but we're more focused on doing the Killing the Business mod for 2020 instead of keeping the 2016 version up to date, which is fine. It worked out for me. But now I have to go and add a bunch of new names to my Excel sheet that I use to keep track of wins and losses so I can do my top 5 rankings for each division. So, oh well. But it's good to see that I have some of these names in here, like Anna is it Anna J? Yeah, Anna J. Because I did want to actually use her and build her up into something because I do kind of like what she is. The fact that how good she is, only a year in the wrestling business. Yeah, she's very still green, but she's a lot better than most people who are only a year in, I'd have to say. I mean, you don't go and have a match with Sheeta and then get signed to a big organization if they didn't see potential. So, we'll see. But yeah, we're going to go through that. But I'm glad to see that. So I just got to update that, make some changes on some things here. And you're already seeing a certain name on this list that was not part of my roster on 2016. And that's because I actually signed this talent during the month of August. Oh, wow. I didn't even explain what I'm doing. I'm so flustered and pissed at the bad recording. So what I'm doing is simple. We're in 2020 now. In 2016, all that was done. It's in the bag. The results are in, and I had the winners. But I made mistakes in certain weeks. The build, I'm not too happy about. And now that I have 2020, it's actually the perfect time. I actually was going to save this for after full gear. But since I have it now, I'm not too happy with the final build to All Out. We'll just use it now. So I'm going to redo the month of August and All Out going forward. And going forward, we're actually going to use game footage in the videos going forward. I just didn't like how 2016 came out. It just seemed blurry, how I was capturing it through my computer. It made it actually look better now that I actually using something else to capture the screen. Time will tell. But for the time being, we're going to use this and we'll go from there. But yeah, so I did sign actually a few talent during the month of August. 2 big talent. And you could say this other person's a big talent, but not as big as these other 2. But so I'll point her out to you, and that is Dakota Kai herself, Evie. Her contract came up in August. I jumped on it because I had her in a short list, which I have a bunch of contracts to go check, but we'll go in a second. But so what it came down to was her contract was up, and in game it stated in the news that NXT was not going to renew her contract. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but I jumped on it, as well as 2 other big names whose contracts came up during that month. I'm not going to say who the names are. I did get both of them, but I'm not going to mention them. We're actually going to go and try to sign them to AEW going forward. But we have to deal with some signings first. But there's a name I forgot to release on here that when I was cleaning up the database before this, I removed some contracts like Jimmy Havoc, who was released, and I actually released him in 2016, sometime in August, I think. Just had no plans for him. Didn't know how to really use him outside of jobbing, maybe getting some wins on Dark. I had no plans to really push him, so I got rid of him. And then AEW did the same thing. Also, the whole controversy with him. So he went. There's one other person I think I ended up releasing. There may have been 2, but only one I forgot to. And that is, where is his name? Sunny Kiss. I have nothing against Sunny Kiss. I just don't know what to use him or how to use him really right now. They're starting to use him on Dynamite, teaming with Joey Janela, which I think is a good move. But I just don't have any plans for him, and I don't really want to job him out so I'm actually just going to release him, and hopefully he'll get picked up by someone else in game, grow a little bit better, because his popularity was way down there. I don't think it needed to be that low, but I released him. Maybe if I have a better idea of how to pick him back up, how to use him, then I will. But that's the only other name there that I actually did want to pick. I'll just kind of scroll through here so you can kind of see some of the names on here. But yeah, I got some updating to do, some fixes on here. But time will tell. I'm not going to waste it here because I'm already 10 minutes and I still got stuff I want to do. So we're actually going to go in and try to sign some big name talent. We're going to see, first one, I tried this in the last one, but he rejected me. I'm pretty sure he's going to reject me now because I'm too small as well, because he is unemployed in game, which is cool because he is unemployed in real life. But I don't think he's going to let me sign him because we're too small for his name. And I'm right. Okay. It was worth a try. Especially with the new game. But I figured that. But we're going to actually sign him to someone I really do want to sign. And I was going to bring in after All Out. And that is Will Osprey. And as you can see, his girlfriend, Bea Priestley, is very happy with this. So we're going to move forward with that. We are not going to give him a written deal. We're just going to give a hand deal. We're going to do per show. I'm going to pay him a little bit more because it is Will Osprey. I will give him a downside. Let's do $1,000 a month. Lock him in for 3. Nothing extra. That's good. We're going to send that off to him. There. He did not come back with anything, which is something I like about this. If you make something, they would kind of do that too in 2016, but it actually gives you like, it's a little more of a dialogue, which is really cool. I like. So that's good. So hopefully we'll get him locked in. I don't really plan to use him going until after all out, but it could change. Oh, excuse me. But we're going to go and try to get one of the people I signed, and that is Khari Sane, or Khari Ho-Ho, as you know. She is unemployed in game, so I should be able to pick her up pretty easily. I did remove her in-game hiatus that they put in this for the database. I don't know why, just because she's not with WWE, and I guess she's not going to wrestle over in Japan now, because I guess she was going to wrestle one more year and then retire because she wants to have a family now that she's married. I don't know, but I removed it. I do not want to be paying $37,000 rate just yet, so we're going to offer her a handshake deal per show. We're going to bring this up to $2,000. We'll give her $1,000 downside guaranteed. She wants 30% of the merch. Let's see if I can get her down to 25. If you didn't come back with it, so she may actually go for it. But that's good. I don't see why I won't be able to pick her up. I think WWE will try to sign her as well, since I'm trying to sign her. But we'll see. If it comes down to where I need to go and actually do a written deal, I will. But I'm trying not to do written deals at the moment. And then Eosh Rai was the other person I got in there, and she's currently part of NXT. She is in the last month of her contract, and just to be on the safe side, I will do an ironclad here because she's a little lot cheaper here, and we're not going to do a downside, but we're ironclad. Let's make this 21,000 and send that out to her. There we go. So nothing came back, so it's good. Hopefully we should get them both, I think, because I don't know why. I'm not going to use them until after All Out. I have big plans for them going after All Out, so if I don't get them, I'm going to be pissed. That's going to ruin some shit. Same with Evie. I don't really have plans to use her at all until after All Out, but you never know. I could probably use her on Dark to start building her up, and not use her on Dynamite until after All Out. But plans can change, so we'll see. But that gets our signings done. We got some contracts we gotta go fix in the database, because I have a list here of people from the last game who the length of their contracts I was planning on. If I wanted to bring them in, I knew how long I had to wait. I want to make sure those days are the exact same. However, if those days are less than the days on here, then I'm not going to touch them, because I'll keep them as the game. But if they're longer than what's here, I'm changing them. Just because I want the option to be able to say I want to bring them in. And a few of these I did bring in right at the after All Out, because their contract came up and I did sign them. But we'll see. So we got to go into the actual database. We're going to go over here in Game Editor. Let's go contracts. We're going to start with NXT search. So our first one is Adam Cole, baby. And his contract was 325 days. Damn. I wish I missed the other game already, because I got to bump it down by 200 to 257 because that's what it was randomly generated. But I only get to bump this down by 2 days. But like I said, I'm not going to cheat the system. It's the same as what it was at the end of. Actually, no, I got to bump this down by 7 because this was at the end of the week, the end of July, week 4, as you can see. See, week 4. So I can bump it down a little bit, but only by 7. So that would be 318. It's still almost a year away, but it actually works out better for me because I didn't want to bring him in right now anyway. But we'll see. I have no problem if I do come up with an idea for Adam Cole. I have no problem coming in and making that, changing his contract shorter, but it won't be like a day. I'll just lower it down to 2-3 a month or 2. But I don't have plans for that. I'm not thinking it. I'm thinking all out, full gear, and then I don't have plans for after full gear except for a major world title storyline. So unless I come up with ideas between here and then, I'm not worried about it. All right, our next big name from NXT is Prince himself, Finn Balor, and he has 160 days left on his in-game contract. In-game on here, I had 218 days here. So we're going to leave that. That's good to know. He's about 45,000 to sign, but we're going to leave that because it's less, like I said. And we have one more, Tegan Knox. I'm really kind of hoping she's really low. 113 days. Yes. It's not as low as I got it last game. It was 101 days that the game randomly made. But in 2016, she had about 481. So her contract's coming due soon. And I think I have some plans for her between the last game and this thing not recording the screen for more than 28 seconds. And now I think I have a plan, so I probably will be bringing her in. So, yes, so we'll keep that contract. Now we need to go and search WWE. Because that first contract right there is AJ Styles, and he has 472, but which means we have to bring this down. Whoa, not that far. We gotta bring it down. Whoa, not that high. To 113 days. That's how much he had left on his in-game contract in the last game, in 2016. So we're going to keep that. Man, 90,000. I don't know if I want to pay that much, but we'll see. Maybe I ought to get him with a good handshake deal. We'll see. Other big name we want from the main roster is Alexa Bliss. 259 days, and that's got to come down because she's at 100 days left. I don't know if I'll bring her in this time. I may wait until I have plans. I did actually sign her in 2016 after All Out, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. That could change. I may actually have a plan for her by then, so we'll see. That's why I have these contracts down, so I can keep ideas going. You know, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, good. 20 minutes. And we have one other one, and that is Peyton Royce. We'll see. She has, 598 days according to this, but on this piece of paper, she had 117 days left. So we're going to bring that down. Oh, I forgot I can bring this down I actually can bring this down to 110 because we're in August. A whole week. Alexa Bliss. Blissy, I can drop you down to 93. Yay. And AJ, I can drop you down to 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, duh. 6 and 7 is 13. Duh. To 106 days. And it means I can go back to NXT. We downgraded Adam Cole. Finn Balor was less, and so was Tegan. Where are you, Tegan? gotta drop you down to that too. Okay. No, we don't. My bad. Because hers a lot higher on this. Wow, I'm gonna make mistakes. Okay. All right, we fixed that. We're good. All right. I gotta go through and come through and fix that because it is not set up. Moving back here, so we made the changes. We're gonna go through creative really quickly, and then we're gonna wrap the show up with the review of the brackets for the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. So here we go. We have our franchise players, the people you'd expect to have: Chris Jericho, Bayley, Kenny, Cody, and Mercedes Banks. Yes, I decided to stop going by Devonna Rose or Devonna Ward and just go with Bayley. It will be so much easier when I'm using her in a show. I can have Bayley there in the credits instead of calling her doing that, but it's different name in the game. And I'm probably going to I may change Mercedes back to Sasha just to make it easier. I don't know yet, but right now I'm happy with Mercedes Banks because I can use Banks, but we'll see. Don't worry about it. There, but those were who we thought. Next big thing, Zoe Lucas. Interesting. That's good. I do like Sammy Guevara being in there. That's cool. I have some plans for him. There's some big feuds going forward soon. Azumi, yes, I'm happy with that. She still has a long ways to go where that's going. So is this Tay Conti, but I'm happy with there. And Brian Pillman Jr., okay, I can see that too. Some hot prospects. We have Azumi's on fire. Hangman Adam Page is on fire, which is good. He just turned heel and beat Kenny Omega last week. And he wants the TNT Championship shot. We'll see if he gets that. Brian Pillman Jr., great. Sammy Guevara. Saki Kasima. I think I said that correctly. I probably didn't. Which is great. Talk to Talk, yeah. Ooh, interesting. Leah James. I'm surprised on these. Showstoppers. Yep, I figured be the same as franchise. Ring Generals. Yep, they're who I thought. Who's hot? Hangman Adam Page is number 1. Mercedes Banks number 2. Dax Harwood is number 3. Kenny Omega and Tessa Blanchard. Yes. Of course, no one's not hot because we haven't done anything. And our hidden gems are pretty much the same people that we had in the last game. Phil, he was about the same spot, but there's a few names. I'll have to keep an eye on these. I don't really know anyone outside of Jay Briscoe, and I actually wouldn't mind bringing the Briscoes as a tag team, but we'll see there. All right, you have seen the creative. We're done except for one more thing to do, and that is reveal the brackets for the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. And that is going to happen now. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can see here we have Raving Goss taking on Wild Die, and Livid taking on Role Models, Big Steel taking on Age of Beauty, Supremacy taking on the Magical Girls. I know there's no "the" there, but yeah, I just don't like putting the "the" in there, but it's, yeah, the Magical Girls. But you saw the brackets, the animations, you're seeing the tournament brackets here. I do kind of wish that they actually had a bracket system. I think it'd probably be harder to do in this game, but it would be cool if they actually, instead of just breaking down and eliminating people like this tournament does. But, I'm just happy there's actually a spot for tournaments in this game. Unlike, you just set it in a storyline, and that was it. And you just make sure that if you had a championship in a tournament or a trophy, you just make sure it got won by the end of the month. Yeah, I didn't like that. I like that we actually do something special for tournaments. So, but yeah, so the plan is for this, we will have 2 matches for the next 2 weeks on Dynamite. And then the semifinals will be one match 1 week, the final semis the next. And then there'll be something special going on the final Dynamite before All Out. Let me know down in the comment section who you think is walking out the first ever AEW World Women's Tag Team Champions. Comment down, because that's all I got for you guys, and I'm hoping this thing is still recording. I hope, because I don't know where there it is. But so I hope you enjoyed seeing a little sneak peek behind the scenes. Like I said before, I am going to start using game footage going forward, and I hope that'll make more people want to watch this because it's actually in game instead of the images I was using. I enjoyed that. I think it was cool, but this is it's TEW 2020. You gotta use game footage going now. I have to use it, and I'm going to. But with that being said, that's all I have. Like and subscribe to this video. It helps support ZOP Gaming and get this name out there. If you enjoyed this video, please consider sharing this video on your social media. It's another great way to help support ZOP Gaming. And yeah, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be hopefully having the first episode of August week 1 is Dynamite, out this Saturday, and then having week 2 next week in the normal Wednesday spot. Only time will tell. Yeah, that's all I have for you. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll chat with you in my next video. Bye.